Okay, thank you, Kay. Good afternoon to all. My name is Marta Marsé, and I am doing my PhD on menstrual leave in a university here in Barcelona, in la Universitat Autònoma de Barcelona. And the implementation of menstrual leave has a very large and big history, but I'm going to focus my little presentation on menstrual leave in Spain. If you can go to the next one, please. As many of you may have seen last month and maybe for the last 1 year and a half, Spain has become the first European nation to pass a law permitting menstrual leave. But I wanted to give some details, like to read the fine print about this news. If you can go to the next, please. Okay, if we look at the menstrual leave in Spain from a chronological point of view, I've done this slide. And just to introduce that on June 2021, menstrual leave were implemented in 20 city councils in Catalonia. That's the region where I live, where Barcelona is the main capital. And these menstrual leaves included 8 hours per month to be recovered during the following quarter for women who would need it, who would need them. So the year after, on May 2022, this big Spanish menstrual leave that was on the news was implemented, was launched. That's called Baja por regla dolorosa. That means leave for painful menstruation. So it's a leave only for secondary dysmenorrhea and mostly for endometriosis cases. And it's a leave that needs to be prescribed by a doctor, and that doesn't establish any amount of days. So it depends on the condition of every woman. So after more than 1 year, also in my region in Catalonia, it was launched a regional plan for menstrual equity, also menopause equity, but it would also include a leave about a leave of 8 hours per month to be recovered during the following quarter for women. If you can go to the next one. Okay, once we've seen the main characteristics of these leaves, just to give some preliminary data that's very, very new, to see the very low incidence of this menstrual leave that are on the newspapers. That's if we see with the same classification, menstrual leave in 20 city councils in Catalonia. Just let you know that in Girona, that's a small town close to Barcelona, that's where all began. Only 22 women have used it since the beginning. In Mataró, that's another small town that also introduced this menstrual leave, only 10 women have used it. And to give an example of a place and of a small town that so 0 women have used it in Las Borges Blancas during this period. So if we look at the data about the total of Spain, this big law of Baja por regla dolorosa for menstruation, let you know that 1,418 women have used it. That's a very, very, very low number. And the average duration of period leave, that, as I said before, it's free. I mean, it doesn't establish an amount of days, is a little bit more than 3 days per woman and per period. And if we go to the data about menstrual leave in Catalonia, where in my region, we have that nearly 400 civil servants have used it, and that the vast majority of them are teachers, nearly 300. So we can see that these laws, since they were launched, they have a very, very low incidence. This low incidence could be attributed to some factors. Some of them I have wrote here in this red label. So it can be, they say that people do not know, so that women don't know about the possibility of taking these leaves. Also about the taboo that's still on menstruation, that is still going on. It's also identified the fear of losing job if taking these leaves, these menstrual leaves. And there are also some problems with having to recover it or not. And while there's a large and big debate on if these hours, 8 hours per month per period that are given should be recovered or not. My main opinion is that not, but well, we are still researching on this. So just to sum up, just to give a final conclusion, yes, here. Okay, thank you. I'm still running on my PhD, but just to let you know that this, about my point of view, this is a band-aid solution that doesn't really change the current paradigm on lineal productivity, so that doesn't really address the real problem, and that is very far away from enhancing a cyclical way of life. and that doesn't really boost the advantages of living women's cyclicities, and that doesn't really, and that is not promoting a knowledge transference on the symbolic meaning of menstruation in our current societies. So, well, don't hesitate to ask me any questions if needed. I think I've done the minutes quite exactly. Thank you.
Thank you.